What is going on, guys? Bruin Steel here, and welcome back to another WWE broadcast. I'm your host, Bruin Steel, and today we are recapping and sharing our reactions to the King and Queen of the Ring pay-per-view, which just took place this past Saturday night. And all I can say, it was a pretty good pay-per-view. Expected more, but it was not bad. And I am once joined by Canadian Yorker. How's it going tonight?
Going really well tonight. Enjoying the nice long weekend. How about yourself?
Great. But before we start, how did you feel about the King and Queen of the Ring pay-per-view?
It's really exciting to see all these matches occur, and I can't wait to see more exciting things to come in the future.
All right, so let's get started. So to start off the show, this is a kickoff show, kickoff match for the Women's Tag Team Championship. Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill defending those titles against Candice LeRae and Indi Hartwell. I feel bad for Candice LeRae and Indi because this is like the second or third time they got put in a kickoff match, which sucks. So they should be like a mid-card match, but put in a mid-card match or something. But we have to see if that's something that Triple H would consider going on moving forward. So talking about this match, obviously I talked a lot about the situation with Bianca's knee injury, and I thought that it could have been a factor in this match, but apparently no. She's a strong woman. She fought through. It went back and forth. I think Candice LeRae did hurt her knee as well. So many injuries in these matches and whatever. But at the end, it was just too much for Bianca, and it was too strong. It was just too much for Candice and Indi. Bianca and Jade, that's just a powerhouse. Bianca and Jade retained their Women's Tag Team Championship, defeating Candice LeRae and Indi Hartwell. Canadian Yorker, what are your thoughts?
It's definitely interesting how Candice and Indi don't get the push they need. I agree with you that they definitely need to have more of a mid-card role. And they have what it takes. They got what it takes to become tag team champions, so they definitely just have to prove it so that they can move forward and take the next step. So, all the best to Candice and Indi as they continue moving forward. For Bianca and Jade, they definitely have a lot going for them. They came out strong as champions, and they ended strong as well. So, they have a lot of things to keep improving on and keep pushing themselves as champions to greater heights. So, can't wait to see if things are going to be going forward for them, and hope Bianca's knee heals well quickly, as well as Jade. Jade has to keep working on herself and keep herself in tip top health. So hopefully that will keep working going forward.
Alright, so moving on to the next match, we got the Women's World Championship. We got Becky Lynch, who's defending the title against Liv Morgan. This was a great match. It went back and forth. It's weird because there's rumors saying that, the thing is like as a tradition thing in the country, since this pay-per-view was in Saudi Arabia, it turns out the women can't show their skin. I don't really know the extent of that culture, but they were fighting in like long sleeve clothes and shit like that. So basically, it went back and forth. It looked like Becky Lynch had Liv Morgan won with the armbar. But then Dominic Mysterio, who told Liv Morgan earlier in the show that I'm gonna make sure that you don't touch take mommy's championship, and he just shows up to the match uninvited, and then it looked like he was helping. We all know that he's just there to help Liv Morgan. He was just pretending to help Becky Lynch. And then Becky Lynch got distracted telling Dominic to get the fuck out of there, and then basically gives Becky Lynch the steel chair while the referee got distracted. But then she didn't want to use it. Becky Lynch didn't want to use it. But then off of the distraction, Dominic Mysterio was able to distract the referee, leading Liv Morgan to hit a DDT on the steel chair on Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch into the steel chair DDT. And then that's when Liv Morgan was able to hit Oblivion on Becky Lynch to win the title. That's right, guys. We have a new women's world champion, Liv Morgan. And look, this shirt right here was a waste. I'm kind of pissed about it, but it is what it is. But look, I did say that Liv Morgan was going to beat Becky Lynch, but I don't think anyone expected it to be this early. But then, yeah, I understand the storyline. It's like now I understand. I think the build up that Liv Morgan's going to recruit Dominic Mysterio will take time. So to do it, you got to do it right here. So the storyline makes sense. But like I said, like any other wrestling fan, I did not expect it to be this early. But it makes more sense now. But for Becky Lynch, this sure is a waste because I have her holding the World Heavyweight Champion. That's got to be the shortest reign that Becky Lynch ever had. And the question is, she has not signed a new contract with WWE. So there's rumors saying that, she might go to AEW, but Seth Rollins signed a deal with WWE, and they're saying, Becky Lynch is not leaving. She's not leaving Seth Rollins alone. They're just going to travel together. I just feel like Becky Lynch is going to take a break, and during her break, she was supposed to go on break right after WrestleMania. So she basically, I think she's taking the break now, and during the break, I think that's when she signs a new contract. So Becky Lynch, she needs a break, so it's understandable. But I'm keeping this shirt because she's great. I like Becky, but it's early. Then I thought that Liv is going to beat Becky. Yeah, I thought she was gonna beat Becky at SummerSlam or something like that, but apparently not. But kudos, congratulations to Liv Morgan. Look, I'm not one of those Liv haters, and I support Becky Lynch. And we all know what the shenanigans that happen with Becky fans and Liv fans. Like, I don't hate Liv Morgan, so I'm like a wrestling fan. So it's like I have nothing against Liv Morgan winning here because I called. I said, yeah, on the road, at some point, Liv is going to beat Becky. But Liv Morgan defeats Becky Lynch thanks to that douchebag Dominic Mysterio. I just didn't like how Becky lost this match. It's just the way that I just didn't like the way Becky lost this match because of that douchebag Dominic Mysterio. If Liv Morgan won clean, I would have been fine. But I mean, Liv Morgan won. It is what it is. Not mad. I'm just a little disappointing that this shirt right here is a waste. But I mean, it is what it is. So Liv Morgan, I think she's just gonna hold on to the title until Rhea comes back, and she's just gonna take Dominic from Little Mommy. So, so basically, yes, Liv Morgan defeats Becky Lynch. Like I said, nothing against Liv Morgan. Just didn't expect it to happen this early. Liv Morgan is your new Women's World Championship. Holy moly! Once again, thanks to that douchebag Dominic. Fuck off. What are your thoughts on this match?
Yeah, there's a lot to be said here. I think over the past few weeks, thanks to those meetups that Dominic and Liv have been having, I definitely believe that Liv and Dominic are. I'm not going to say that they are in cahoots, but it seems more likely that they are in cahoots now because of their past meetups. Liv, is planning to take Dominic Mysterio from Leah, and I believe to take it a step further, the only way to do that is to join for Liv. If Liv would decide to join the Judgment Day, that would make it even more amazing to me is to see Liv Morgan, because right now, to see Liv Morgan replace Rhea Ripley, because right now the Judgment Day has a power vacuum going on. Damian Priest believes that he is the leader of the Judgment Day. The Judgment Day is fighting among themselves, and they need somebody who can be the glue that sticks them together. Liv Morgan could be the glue that comes in to solidify the unity in the Judgment Day, because Rhea Ripley is not there. Rhea Ripley lost her championship we know that Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest butted heads. So maybe Liv Morgan would be a better fit for Damian Priest and the Judgment Day going forward. Because Rhea Ripley can definitely lose her spot to Liv Morgan being the champion. I can see that happening. It is unfortunate that Becky Lynch lost in the way that she did, but it's a good thing that she lost. She got her win at WrestleMania, but it is quite something that she has basically lost in the manner that she did, thanks to Dominic Mysterio. Rhea Ripley lost to Liv Morgan. Okay, that's great for Liv Morgan. Sorry, Becky Lynch lost to Liv Morgan. It's great for Liv Morgan fans. For Becky Lynch fans, all you gotta do is keep your head up. Perhaps it's good that Becky Lynch is going to be staying with WWE, so we're going to be seeing more of her in action later on when she and Seth Rollins have settled their business that they're doing. So there's a lot of things that are going on with that group. So I mean, what else can we do? Liv Morgan is a new champion. We know that Rhea Ripley is not happy about it. And, man, the only thing that Rhea Ripley can do is just watch for the time being. And that's the best thing she can do right now. Just watch. So
yeah, she's gonna spank Dominic Mysterio's ass when she gets back.
Well, she is. Yeah, she is. She can definitely take down grown men. She is a strong wrestler that does do a lot of punishment, and she definitely could give the beating to Dominic Mysterio. However, I wonder what is Dominic Mysterio's intention with helping Liv Morgan after what happened at Backlash, and it's kind of strange that he would help her out. I mean, why is he meeting up with her? Why is he talking to her? What is he doing in the background? This is kind of significant because he sort of still has this feud going on with LWO, but yet he isn't involving himself in other matches. But what is his purpose? So that's interesting. It's kind of interesting to see what is Dominic Mysterio doing. Why is he doing the thing that he's doing?
All right, so yeah, so that's gonna be one of the shortest reigns that Becky had. So a little disappointing, but we'll see what happens. She's probably just taking a break. Moving on, we got a triple threat match. So we got a triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship. Sami Zayn defending the title against Chad Gable and Bronson Reed. This was hell of a match. I enjoyed this match. Bronson Reed, a huge guy, and obviously Chad Gable had Otis go out there. Let's just say Chad Gable's a strong guy. He actually suplexed German suplex both men. He actually suplexed Sami Zayn and Bronson Reed. That's how strong Chad Gable is. This happened during the match. So that's helped to see Chad Gable. And it's just non-stop German suplex. Bronson Reed is huge as ever. Chad Gable almost had the match won, but then Sami Zayn broke up the pinfall. It went back and forth. But the full story was Chad Gable wanted Otis to do his dirty work because it's triple threat match. No disqualification, no countouts. But Otis apologized to Sami on the episode on Raw, and he hesitated to do that. And then Chad Gable just got in his face. He at first told Otis to punch Sami in the face, but Otis didn't want to do it. And then Chad got in his face, pushed him, and then slapped him in the face again. That's when things did not work out. Chad Gable held Sami Zayn. and then Sami Zayn rolled out of the way, and Otis pushed Chad Gable. So Sami Zayn moved out of the way, causing Otis to attack Chad Gable. So basically, it was like it was basically by accident, honestly. But then Chad Gable, Sami Zayn goes back to the ring and hits a Halloween kick on Bronson Reed. Sami Zayn gets the win. Sami Zayn defeats Chad Gable and Bronson Reed by pinfall to retain the Intercontinental title, thanks to that Otis costing Gable. And all I can say is Otis got to just leave Alpha Academy. We have to see what happens. But I mean, you never know. Otis is due to a heel turn too. I think Otis has been a face for a while as well. So I mean, he apologized to Sami Zayn, so we might just keep seeing Otis as a face. So we have to see what happens. Like, the storyline there is amazing. I can't wait to see what happens. Is Otis gonna just turn heel with Chad, or he's just gonna stand up to himself and attack Jade, setting up a feud? But Sami Zayn retains the Intercontinental Championship, defeating Chad Gable and Bronson Reed. What are your thoughts?
There's a lot there. A whole mouthful. Sami Zayn is the fighting champion. Sami Zayn defended this title against Bronson Reed. You know, Bronson Reed, I believe Bronson Reed and Sami Zayn are rivals now. Chad Gable is Sami Zayn's newest rival. So, you know, there's a lot of things going on in WWE. And this is Sami's, I believe, second title defense. So for him to win against two other competitors is something that is quite admirable, and he's doing a great job at doing what he does. Hopefully we'll have to see more of him defending his title more and being successful in what he does. You know, Chad Gable's situation with Otis, I don't see Otis turning heel on Sami Zayn, because Otis is conflicted right now. Otis wants to save Chad, but Chad wants to, you know, do what Chad does. So Otis definitely needs to stay with Alpha Academy, and you know, this storyline between Otis and Chad is interesting to me, because it's something that can really you know, help people understand what Otis is going through, and Otis has to stand up for himself. Can't let people take advantage of him, and that's what Chad Gable is doing. And so Otis needs to stand up for himself and do what he needs to do in order to protect himself and his teammates from Chad Gable, because Chad Gable is not being a you know, he's not being respectful to the Alpha Academy. So it's a shame that is going on. However, he has to respect his teammates. That's all he has to do, really. But he wants to be the best person. He wants to be champion. And stepping over people is not going to help you to become champion. No, that's just not going to work. That's all I got to say about that.
All right, so wow, you have a lot of opinions, so great for you. All right, moving on to the next match. We got your favorite match coming up, buddy. We got your favorite match coming up. We got the Queen of the Ring finals. We got Lyra Valkyria versus Nia Jax. Winner takes the Queen of the Ring crown. This was a great match. Look, Lyra Valkyria put up a fight against Nia Jax. She almost had her. It went back and forth. You know, Lyra's just a tough woman to fight, but Nia Jax showed that she's stronger. At the end, Nia Jax hits Lyra Valkyria with a deadly, like a nasty senton off the top rope. She almost crushed Lyra Valkyria. Nia Jax defeats Lyra Valkyria by pinfall to become Queen of the Ring. She hugs Triple H, and with that win, Nia Jax will go on to face Bayley. Hopefully it's Bayley for the WWE Women's Championship. So Nia Jax will challenge whoever holds the title by then. Hopefully it's Bayley. So we might see Nia Jax versus Bayley at SummerSlam. So Nia Jax defeats Lyra Valkyria. What are your thoughts?
It's unfortunate. I picked Lyra to win. It's unfortunate that Nia Jax won. Because Nia Jax has a history with facing Irish wrestlers. You know, she faced off against Becky Lynch and beat her. And now she's beaten Lyra. And, you know, I hope to see Lyra get her revenge win against Nia Jax. So what else can we do? I would say congratulations to Nia. But that's all I'm going to say. You know, that's the best I'll say right there. And hopefully Bayley can defend the title against Nia Jax. And, you know, she'll just continue dominance as a champion.
Yeah, if it's Nia and Bayley, Nia's probably going to win, right?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Alright, so moving on to the next match, we got the King of the Ring finals. We got Gunther and Randy Orton for the first time ever. This was a great match, probably the match of the King and Queen of the Ring pay-per-view. I loved this match first time. We got Gunther and Randy Orton, who's a legend. But the story in this match was Randy Orton's... It didn't look bad. It was Randy Orton's leg or knee. It was giving him issues throughout the first couple of matches. And Gunther, the heel he is, just targeted Randy Orton's leg. Randy Orton showed life, but then Gunther with that huge nasty chop on Randy Orton, and Randy Orton heard it. Randy Orton did hit an RKO on Gunther, but Gunther, smart enough, moved out of the way. He hit a second RKO, but it wasn't enough. His leg was so bad. Gunther was able to kick out early at the RKO. Gunther was able to do a schoolboy pin, so it's a sneak pin. Gunther defeats Randy Orton to become the King of the Ring, but there's a controversial. There's a talk saying that Randy Orton's shoulders were up, so they shouldn't have counted it. So Gunther defeats Randy Orton by pinfall to become King of the Ring. That means that he gets to choose. That means he gets to face the World Heavyweight Champion at SummerSlam. So that's going to be either Damian Priest or Drew. It's most likely going to be Damian Priest. We have to see what happens. What are your thoughts?
Wow, that is amazing. To see those two powerhouses go at it. Gunther versus Damian Priest. That's going to be an interesting storyline to focus on in the future. So, man, it is controversial. The call at the end was controversial. The referee didn't do his due diligence and, you know, correctly state the match against Randy. So, in all honesty, it seems like Randy Orton was not. Randy Orton was. I'm not gonna say Randy Orton was cheated, but Randy Orton definitely needs more assistance with dealing with Gunther. However, Gunther, you know, being the opportunist that he is, he definitely likes to take advantage of, you know, of people's weaknesses and use it against them. So it's good for Gunther to get the win. Man, Gunther versus if he faces Damian Priest, this will be interesting because I don't think we've ever seen Imperium versus Judgment Day type of show. So it's going to be interesting with that going forward.
Alright, so moving on to the main event, we got Cody Rhodes defending the undisputed WWE Championship against Logan Paul. Obviously, this was supposed to be a champion versus champion match, but Logan Paul didn't agree to defend his title, so it was just going to be for Cody's title. This was a great match, except Logan Paul with the brass knuckles once again. He did hit Cody Rhodes with it once the referee was distracted. Cody Rhodes kind of got into a fan put his hands on Cody Rhodes, like an actual fan with a Prime shirt. And that's when another person gave Logan Paul the brass knuckles, and he actually hit Rhodes with it. That's when he got into an argument with Michael Cole. And then that's when Rhodes locked Logan Paul in a figure 4 leg lock, but Paul broke the hold. And he said, "Chill, Cody, you're going to break my leg." And then Logan Paul actually hit a Cody cutter on Cody Rhodes and almost won the match. So that was fun to see. I mean, we've seen that before. We've seen Logan Paul face Roman Reigns and Logan using Roman's move against him, so we've seen that many times. Referee got accidentally taken out again, and then Cody Rhodes hit a move that was actually banned. So apparently it's a wrestling move that got banned, but Cody Rhodes used it on Logan Paul. It's called the vertebraker. You kind of land on the back of your neck. It hurts so bad, so I understand why this move got banned. But still, that wasn't enough. But Paul Heyman hit Cody Rhodes with a low blow with the referee still down, and then he tried to bring he pulled out the brass knuckles once again, but then the solid yes referees prevent him from doing so, and then that's when Cody Rhodes hit the crossroads multiple times to get the win. So Cody Rhodes defeats Logan Paul by pinfall, thanks to the saving from the Saudi Arabia referee. So Cody Rhodes defeats Logan Paul with 3 crossroads. What are your thoughts on this match?
Wow, I mean, Cody Rhodes to get 3 crossroads on Logan Paul, that's difficult. Cody Rhodes needed that to beat Roman Reigns. However, Logan Paul likes to steal wrestlers' old moves and use those moves as his own. So he's not a real wrestler. I still don't acknowledge him as a real wrestler. He's definitely working hard on improving himself as a wrestler and facing Cody Rhodes. So he still has a long way to go as a wrestler. And Cody Rhodes going back and forth with the hosts of Raw and Smackdown is something quite interesting. So, there's a lot of things that happened. Cody, I thought that Logan Paul with his brass knuckles was going to knock Cody out and take his title. I definitely think that he had opportunities to do that, but thanks to interference from outside sources, some outside players, he did not use his brass knuckles to do it. I mean, he did it against Rey Mysterio. He thought it would work against Cody Rhodes. I mean, if he actually pulled off a win against Cody Rhodes, that would definitely mess up his story. And, thank goodness he did not win against Cody. So that's a good thing. Thank goodness that did not happen.
Alright, so that will do it for King and Queen of the Ring. What a pay-per-view. I liked it. So in terms of grading, I give this an A-. How about you?
I will give it, and I'll give it an A- as well. It was good.
Alright, so that will do it for our recap. What a pay-per-view, like I said. We are on the road to the next pay-per-view, which I believe is Clash at the Castle. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I think so. And then we got Money in the Bank, and then SummerSlam is going to be huge. I love Money in the Bank. I love to see, it'll be our first predictions to predict who's going to win the Money in the Bank contract. We'll see what the competitors are. We'll see what happens. But before we end this video, just want to let you guys know that next Friday, I'm going to Friday Night SmackDown with a friend of mine, Joey. So I won't be doing a broadcast, but hopefully Canadian Yorker right here will be doing one as well. So he's going to do one solo probably. I mean, I'll see if I want to join him. I don't know. But usually when I go to WWE events, I tend not to do the broadcast. I didn't do a broadcast for the last two Raws that I went to, so I just didn't do a broadcast. So we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll join this time, but we'll see. So, and that will do it, guys. We'll see you Tuesday night for the broadcast for this, the Raw, which is right after the Queen of the Ring pay per view. So. That would do it. My name is Bruin Steele. This is Canadian Yorker. If you haven't done so, like, subscribe. Check out our wrestling channel, which is WWE Wrestling Bros. Link will be in the description. And check out me and Canadian Yorker's channel as well. So link will be in the description for Canadian's channel as well. It'll be there. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night. My name is Bruin Steele. This is Canadian Yorker. Anything else to say?
No, not at all. Just looking forward to the future events going forward, and can't wait to see that Monday Night Raw broadcast along with Thursday, Friday Night Smackdown as well. So it's going to be good going forward.
Yep. All right. So take it easy, guys.